Lahat naman tayo gustong lumaki yung kita. Pero ito yung tanong, what do you do on your spare time? Hello mga ka-RFF, ako muli si Enro Mendoza ng Rampver Financials. Kamusta ho kayo mga ka-RFF? So, ang topic natin for today ay paano nga palakihin ang ating kita. Sa previous video kasi, tinalakay natin ano bang mas importante, saving more or earning more. And even before that, nag-discuss tayo ng ways or tips para palakihin ang ating savings. Anong ating mga savings tips or ways na para makapag-ipon tayo kahit na ganito lang yung kita natin or ganito talaga yung trabaho natin, paano tayo makasave ng mas malaki. So, sa video na to, tatalakayin natin paano ba palakihin ang ating earning potential. 'Di ba? Saving more or earning more? We will be talking about earning more. Ready na ba kayo? So, to start this discussion, kailangan may understanding tayo of the 7 streams of income. Did you know that the average dollar millionaire meaning mga 60 million pesos, ang average dollar millionaire daw ay may 7 sources of income. 7 na source ang kanilang kita. It doesn't necessarily say na yung 7 na to yung kompletong streams no, of income, pero ang ibig sabihin nito, hindi sila nagre-rely on one stream of income lang. Imaginein mo, pag isa lang yung trabaho mo, isa lang yung stream of income mo, what if mawala yung kumpanya, dissolve ang team mo, ma-redundant ka, edi wala ka ng source of income. How do we actually make sure that we're working towards our goals and we account for any of these risks na mawalan ng trabaho or may aksidente, may emergency, so that we can keep saving more as if walang nangyari. And that is what we will be talking about in this video. So there are 7 streams of income. Let's discuss first no, ang difference between active income and passive income. Yung active income kasi may direct involvement tayo. Kailangan tayo yung nagtatrabaho, tayo nag-iisip, tayo naglalagay, nagpuput into execution yung mga kailangan gawin para makapag-earn ng kita. Whether that's profit sa business or sa ating job, no, sa salary. So active income, may direct involvement tayo. The second one is passive income naman. At ito, nakikita natin sa iba't ibang YouTube video, mga topics ng mga financial gurus, how do we actually earn passive income? So, ang passive income naman, walang direct involvement tayo. Kaya nga passive eh. It's your money earning for you. Ang ganda, di ba? So, it's not you working for money, but it's your money working for you. At ang sabi nga nila, money is the best employee. Kasi it doesn't complain, it works 24/7, at walang VL at SL. Diba? If you're a business owner, syempre, you need to do people management, you need to do all of these things, finance, marketing, and all of that is good if you really like building a business. Pero for others, gusto natin medyo mas passive so that we can focus on what we like doing, our main job, whether that's a salaried role, we're in marketing, we're in digital, or maybe you're also in sales, you want to focus on earning commissions, di ba? So, yun yung dalawang kinds, no? Meron tayong active income at meron rin tayong passive income. I-discuss muna natin yung mga nandito sa active income, where we have a direct involvement. More often than not, it's where we trade our time for money. First on our list is earned income. At karamihan sa atin, dito ang ating main source of income. This is salary from your job. Or if you're in sales naman, baka commissions ito for every sale that you make, no? So, let's say if you're in marketing or if you're in human resources or you're in housekeeping, for example, you get paid a fixed amount of salary, whether every 15th, which is twice a month, or every end of the month. So this is earned income. Second on our list is profit income. Ibig sabihin, nagnenegosyo tayo or nagtatayo tayo ng business wherein we sell a product or a service. Siyempre, yung charge natin for this product or service ay mas mataas sa mga cost na in-incur natin to create this or to put this together. So, anong mga usual business ngayon? Yung mga restaurant, kunyari yan, fishbowl stall, mga franchise. So, anong mga types of services? Let's say, massage parlor, consultancy services, social media services, yung mga online, di ba? So, ang iba't ibang business na to, depende na lang kung gaano kataas yung level of capital or expertise ang kailangan mo to be able to do this. Next on our list is rental income. So, rental, ibig sabihin renta. Meron tayong property or real estate na pinaparent sa ating mga tenants or yan, pinapa-lease out natin para kumita tayo ng rentals every month. So, mga familiar dito, meron ng long-term rental which is the more traditional, which we see at least 1 year, no? Pero marami ngayon nagpapa-Airbnb. So, yung kanilang rental income, mas short-term na ngayon kasi kumikita sila. Kunyari, weekend lang, may kita na from Airbnb or even short-term, di ba? A week, 2 weeks, may bakasyon, nagre-rent ng Airbnb just for that specific time period. So, rental income is more linked to real estate properties. Next on our list is royalty income. Royalties, ibig sabihin nag-create tayo ng isang output or more often than not, creative output to. Whether that's songs, whether that's albums, diba? Or even books, even digital products. Ibig sabihin, you create it once, pero you earn every time you're able to sell this asset, this creative output. So we see authors like J.K. Rowling na naging billionaire from writing the Harry Potter series of books. Of course, yung mga kakilala rin nating mga artists, mga rappers, mga singers, they became millionaires and even billionaires. So among the 7 streams of income, itong 4 ang active income. May direct involvement tayo sa pagkita ng pera. Review lang tayo ng mabilis. Number 1 on our list is earned income. Next on our list is profit income. Third on our list is rental income. And then last on our list is royalty income. Now, I know, gusto nyong tanungin, ano naman yung mga passive income? Ano yung mga pwede kong i-earn na wala akong direct involvement sa pagkita ng pera? It's my money earning money for me. So first on our list is interest income. Ito, nakikita nyo to sa mga savings account, sa mga time deposit, wherein you are able to put your money in that asset or in that holding, and then you earn interest from it. On a larger scale, baka naman you're putting your money into lending instruments like bonds or even government securities. So because you're able to lend them your money, you are compensated through interest. So may committed guaranteed interest ka for lending your money. Next on our list of passive income is dividend income. Ito, nakita natin ngayon sa social media, sa YouTube, how to earn dividend income. And this is through investing in companies that give regular and healthy dividends. So of course, marami dito familiar sa mga REITs, di ba? Real Estate Investment Trusts, or even in certain companies that give healthy dividends. Very popular rin nowadays ang Pag-ibig MP2. Technically, si Pag-ibig MP2, savings siya. Pero ang laki ng kanyang dividend yield recently. If you are an investor of Pag-ibig MP2, please comment down below ang laki ng inyong dividend yield for the year 2024. And then last on our list of passive income is capital gains. Si capital gains naman is you bought a certain asset, you made a certain investment, let's say that's into stocks, that's into managed funds, and then you sell them at a certain time wherein lumaki na ang value ng investment na to, and then you earn from capital gains. So if you were a mutual fund investor, a UITF investor, and you just kept on investing in years or in decades, tapos lumaki na yung market, lumaki na yung mga companies na nag-invest, na ininvestan ng managed fund na to, edi lumaki na rin yung value ng pera mo. And that is capital gains. Naalala nyo ba yung 7 streams of income? Number 1 is earned income. Number 2 is profit income. Number 3 is rental income. And number 4 is royalty income. Going into the passive income streams, 1 is interest income, next is dividend income, and last but not the least, it's capital gains. So now, master nyo na ang 7 streams of income. Why is this relevant? Relevant to para malaman natin paano ba tayo magpapalaki ng ating kita. Let's say you're starting with earned income, paano mo palalakihin ang inyong earned income? Not necessarily taking out your focus from your job, but knowing yourself, knowing what you're good at, ano ba yung mga pwede mong gawin. So number 1, ano ba ang mas applicable sa'yo? If you are an earning person through a job, is it more likely na mas maganda na pataasin mo yung income mo through that job? Or baka naman, a better use for your time is looking for a side hustle, building a small business with your time. So ikaw lang ang makakaalam nito. Pero ito ang tanong ko sa inyo mga ka-RFF. What do you do on your spare time? Kumikita ka ba ng pera o gumagastos? 'Di ba? Nagne-Netflix ba tayo? Nagsuscroll lang ba tayo sa social media? Ito, panggagastos to because you're actually using up your time for things that don't make you earn money. But think of it this way. What if yung mga pinapanood nyo sa YouTube are mga instructional videos of how to start a business? How to actually earn from affiliate income, from Shopee, Lazada, even ngayon TikTok. Diba? How to open a small business. Gusto ko magpatayo ng isang stall wherein I sell fish balls, or simple siomai, or what if online business, online store na drop shipping. So pinanood nyo sa YouTube how to start a drop shipping store here in the Philippines. Diba? So that is a good use of your time. I'm not saying naman na wag tayong manood ng entertainment, wag tayong manood ng mga telenovela or K-drama series. I'm just saying let's be intentional. Of course, there's a time for everything. But minsan, malalaman rin natin, we will catch ourselves. What if sumusobra na? What if we're just doing this kasi we want to kill time? Diba? Ikaw lang ang makakaalam niyan, ka-RFF. So my suggestion is being honest with ourselves. Let's really write things down. Where do I put my time? What else can I do on my spare time? Is it about learning more so that I can upskill myself and earn more in my profession, in my job? Or how do I actually look for other ways, knowing the 7 streams of income where I can complement what I'm already currently doing? Okay, alam ko earlier, we just started with ano ang mga side hustles na pwede kong gawin. Ano ang mga videos and mga educational materials that I can go over to increase my income. And now, of course, we are Rampver Financials and we will tell you about investments. Kaya nga, passive income yung aming gustong ipaharating sa inyo mga ka-RFF. Kasi, of course, we are advocates of professionally managed funds. Through professionally managed funds, we allow you to earn passive income while you're focusing on your job and on your profession. Kasi through professionally managed funds, syempre, you invest in certain assets and we leave it up to the professional fund managers to grow our money so that we can focus on our jobs, focus on increasing our earned income, and that increase we can actually channel into bigger investments. We can actually allocate more of our income into our investment portfolios. Think of this analogy. And I'm sure narinig nyo na to sa aming mga past videos. What you want to do is actually hire a driver to take you to your destination. But while you're being driven, you're actually productive, you're not stressed, hindi kayo stress sa traffic, sa mga sumisingit, diba? It's all up to the driver to take you there safely. And that is what mutual funds or UITFs, or on a broader scale, professionally managed funds, can do for you. You can focus on your profession, focus on your passions, focus on the things that you need to do to grow your income, and the rest, in terms of investments, we will leave to the professional fund managers. And it's not just any fund manager. These are the best in the country. Think of the icons like Sir Edward Lee of Call Financial. Think of the likes of Wilson C. of PhilEquity, who has grown PhilEquity Fund almost 40 times when it started. Me personally, I like trading my stocks directly, pero hindi talaga ako makakompete sa mga ginagawa ito araw-araw. Tumitingin ng mga charts, tumitingin ng mga financial news here and globally, ina-assess ano ang mga best investments today. Diba? I can't do that. I'd rather focus on what my skills are, what my creator gave me as talents, and dun ako magfo-focus para palaguin ang ating career. Now, I know I talked about professionally managed funds first kasi for me personally, it's the best way to start and it's the best way to diversify. There are lots of benefits of professionally managed funds, but if you're already currently an investor, you can diversify in other types of investments. Think about stocks, think about real estate to earn rental income, think about putting up your own business so that you can hire Filipinos and build a bright future for them. All of this is actually up to you. Your financial future is in your hands. And your financial future depends on what you do today. Alam mo ba, ka-RFF, based on study, sabi nila, motivation only lasts 2 hours. So if you're motivated and inspired from this video, you have 2 hours from now. Again, mga ka-RFF, if you haven't watched the previous video, which is more important, saving more or earning more, please watch that after you watch this. Again, mga ka-RFF, thank you very much for your support. Thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell as well if you haven't yet so that you're updated on our latest videos. Dahil sa inyo, mas nare-reach ang aming videos sa mga kailangan ng ganitong impormasyon, ganitong education, at financial literacy. Again, mga ka-RFF, my name is Enro Mendoza from Ramper Financials, empowering you for financial success. Cheers, mga ka-RFF!